We've been on the road for almost 5 months now, and have just spent 6 weeks traveling to some of the most remote corners here in Baja. Our time in Baja had to come to an end eventually. I just don't know if we were prepared to leave its familiar essence. The peninsula brought something new around every dusty corner. The food had us saying yum at most hours of the day, and the people made us sure of our return. We fell headfirst into the routine of slow motion living, something we both are not used to, and knew the time had come to either leave for something new or start a business of making tacos and fixing Toyotas. Sounds like a pretty good life, hey? We think so too. We're about to take a huge step on our journey through the Pan America, and it was going to start by driving one of the most dangerous and scenic roads in mainland Mexico. 290 kilometers in length, the Devil's Backbone is famed for being the road of 1,000 turns, with 60 of those being hairpin corners of cliff edges without guardrail. Notorious for its treacherous turns and organized crime. Danger, mystery, and vast natural spectacle intertwine here on an epic scale. With this in mind, we spent our time on the beach enjoying some final sunsets and the glory that people come to Baja for. Our final week was spent intentionally taking a break from being behind the camera and enjoying things exclusively with our eyes and our hearts. It wasn't long before we found ourselves at the TMC cargo ferry check-in. It's Friday at 1 p.m. and we are following the other semi-trucks heading towards the port. If driving the longest road in the world wasn't enough, give yourself 100 days to build a 4x4 motorhome capable of such a task. 40,000 miles crossing every type of terrain imaginable, through some of the most feared and remote regions on Earth. Just for something to do? No. For something to write books about. Something to relish in the aliveness of living on the edge of the unknown insanity. Something to radically expand our perspective of what the world is actually like and what is possible within one lifetime. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is Toyota World Runners. Well, babe, I'm pretty excited. I'm excited for Mexico. We are leaving Baja deeper than we've ever been into the unknown.
Yes.
It feels good. It's exciting. So we got tickets for dinner and breakfast because this goes overnight. It's about 4 p.m. right now.
And we get to be on the top deck, which we're excited about.
Top deck, we can stay in our truck.
Arriba, arriba.
Arriba, arriba. Ándale. Vámonos. Yeah.
Oh, please don't make us park on a hill.
Maybe I'm backing down there. Nice. Oh man, I always thought we were gonna have to be on a hill there.
Be careful with the door.
Okay.
Okay.
When you open the door, be careful.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks. It almost feels like we're going to a new country.
Yeah.
Because Baja is it's very Mexican, but it's also very California.
Yeah, it's very Americanized.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for the culture shock.
Yeah.
And just, I think this is going to test us, which I'm excited for.
That's what we signed up for.
Yeah.
We didn't sign up for easy. We signed up for fulfilling and amazing. For us, it really did feel like this was a new frontier. And being jammed in like sardines next to a bunch of semis and truck drivers made the experience that much more authentic. And we sure enjoyed it. So cool thing that nobody said about this boat is it has showers and really good food.
Yeah.
Recommend the cargo ferry. 14 hours later, little of which we're sleep, we can see land. And who needs coffee when there's this much excitement? It smells different here, and that's cool. As we guide the Chinook off the ship, our first task is to navigate through the city of Mazatlan and get onto the old Highway 40. Nestled amidst the rugged Sierra Madre Mexican terrain, the Espinazo del Diablo, the Devil's Backbone, weaves a tale of intrigue and trepidation. This fabled highway, notorious for its perilous twists and treacherous turns, conceals more than just supernatural lore. It has served as a conduit for illicit trade and nefarious dealings of organized crime for decades. Despite this chilling reality, it is also famed for its far-reaching beauty and wondrous spectacle. This route would show us right away that it isn't for the faint of heart.
Not the road you want to get stuck behind this guy on when it's 100 degrees up.
It's hot. Day 1 in Mexico.
How's it going, Stace? Well, it's hot.
It's very hot. It's beautiful.
Sunday is staying cool.
It's pretty.
However,
We are actually pulled over on the side of the road here because something is wrong. Something is very wrong with Mr. Sunday the Chinook. Like a hesitation under load. We'll be driving along and it'll be like, oh, it's like a misfire, but it's not missing, right? There's no backfire or anything.
Yeah.
The thing with a hesitation or a stuttering issue is it could be all kinds of things. I'd rather not get into changing the fuel pump, so I'm going to check a couple other things off the list first.
We didn't sign up for easy.
Breaking down anywhere is no fun, but breaking down on the side of a dangerous route in Mexico is a little more stress-inducing.
MAF is clean. Check the coils. The thing with coils is they're not like spark plugs, so you can't really just like look and see if they're burnt, but they all looked fine. So we're gonna take it for a drive and see what we can see.
Hear that, everyone?
Yeah.
See what we can see.
Yeah.
This should be a quote on a mug.
I was almost certain that the problem was fuel related because it's our only standalone system and we were getting no codes from the
We didn't show
ECU.
the drive. Cleaning the MAF made no difference. And can you hear the fuel pump? It is whining its head off.
Always carry spare parts.
Now that I'm covered in fuel, I think an in-tank pump might have been much nicer. But then I would have had to either drop a 160 liter fuel tank, not fun, or cut a giant hole in our floor for an access panel, not fun either. So I stand by the inline pump and I'm just praying that this is our solution. You guys are praying, right?
Everyone's praying. Mexico gods, this is what we want.
Definitely loud.
Wow. Maybe because it's empty.
Well, I feel like it's getting fuel now. Hippie shower at its finest.
Our cheap Amazon replacement backup fuel pump may have solved the problem for now, but it did not inspire a lot of confidence.
Alright, switchback, steep hill. I put a stunner here before. I mean, it's not doing it. I'm still not celebrating. I hold my cards.
Oh my god!
Oh, there's a mudslide. Dang.
Breaking down on the side of a road that's said to be the most dangerous drive in Mexico was certainly not on our planned itinerary. Staying calm and being prepared has got us back on track, despite our extremely loud new fuel pump. We had no idea how long this new fuel pump was going to last, or if it even was going to solve our problem. Knowing that the nearest mechanic was hundreds of kilometers away, the only thing we could do was drive.
Like, how am I supposed to know where to go?
It's impossible to know what to expect out here. You may get a semi that takes up the entire road, or horses in the middle of it. But one thing's for sure, you will be in awe of the beauty.
So I think judging by the light, we should start our drive early tomorrow morning so we can see this place early.
Yeah, hopefully that'll make up for me spending 2 hours crawling around in the dirt, or however long that was.
Due to the time spent showering in gasoline today, we've only completed a quarter of this mountain highway. So as the sun bows for our efforts, we pull off the highway into an inviting pine grove. We are greeted with a breathtaking view and a sight of the toll road way, way down below. We are already so happy that we chose this route.
Well, apart from the fuel pump sounding absolutely terrible.
Fuel pump sounds horrible, but it seems to be working so far. And this is an epic camp, and the best part about it is that it's kind of cold.
Day 2 on the Devil's Backbone was sure to go more smoothly, right? Right? The highway cuts through steep cliffs, offering stunning panoramic views of the Sierra Madre Occidental mountain range. The road's intricate layout of hairpin bends and switchbacks tests the skills and nerves of even the most experienced drivers. Legends and tales of supernatural occurrences have been associated with this road, adding an extra layer of intrigue and fascination to its already haunting reputation.
Yeah, this is El Palomito.
That was the coolest drive. One of the coolest drives I've ever done.
Yeah.
Well, I've ever done.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been the driver.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That's really magical.
That one section was crazy, like sheer cliff, and then the cliff on this side too.
And plants I've never seen.
That was the ice cream truck. The guy had a little freezer in the back.
Oh,
Wow, that's amazing.
we should have got some ice cream.
Dang it, yeah, we definitely did.
As the legend has it, when God struck the devil down from heaven, he landed here, and his backbone created this spine in the mountain.
Sorry about our fuel pump if that's scaring you. Good afternoon, morning. Crazy. This reminds me of just like a mountain town in like the States.
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect to find an off-road adventure park in the mountains of Mexico. The road sits almost entirely above 2,000 meters in elevation, and eventually you'll come to this off-road park. While Stacy had to constantly remind me about vehicle preservation, it felt like a great opportunity to get her in the driver's seat and get more comfortable off-camber and on the rocks.
Very nice. Very nice. Now this way, back to me. That was a good drive. That was a really good drive.
This park is vast and reminds me a little bit of Moab and Sand Hollow in the USA, but with more weird hoodoo-looking rocks, and they're all gray. Look at her. Now she's too confident she's going to drive over everything. It also reminded me of how much I would love to have my rock crawler here. So, who's up for a road trip back down to the Mexiquila Off-Road Park once we're back from the Pan Am? There's some pretty wild lines that the Chinook wasn't going to be driving today.
I've had some really scary experiences in the passenger seat of this vehicle. So it was truly empowering to finally be in control, and I had a lot of fun.
Continuing east away from the setting sun and being strict with our rule to not drive at night in Mexico, we pushed on to find camp. What is this? What is this? We just pulled off the road and we're following our noses up this hill, but it's a little bit gnarly. So we're gonna walk it first. Not quite the scenery we're looking for. It would do.
It would do. We're not complaining, but
We want a view. We were pushing our luck now, and I could feel it. The ruler of the streets. Well, I had the intuition to stay at the off-road park, and it was pretty loud, but I disregarded it, and now it's freaking dark, and we don't have a place to camp. And this is not what you want to do in Mexico. Right where I recorded that, we were at the gate to a campsite which appeared closed, and I just started yelling, "Puedes ayuda," which is "can you help?" And eventually this guy came out. Don't mind our screaming fuel pump. Eventually this guy came out, and with my basic Spanish, I was able to tell him that we just need to camp for one night with 2 people in a truck. And he agreed, thankfully. So now we're in a Mexican nature reserve. It only cost us 100 pesos.
We are here. We are safe.
Well, it was an eventful day.
Yeah. It was eventful. It was beautiful. It was breathtaking. It was one of the coolest drives I've ever done.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And deserves a celebration. Celebration of Tecate. Oh, a little elevation change.
Yeah.
For all you guys that think Tecate is a trash beer, I'm not going to be the one to argue your opinions. But if you add some lemon juice to it, you got a whole new cerveza.
Yeah. Or lime. We've been doing both. We like the lime better, but we're out of lime, so we're on to lemon. But just trust us.
Yeah. Makes it a lot better.
I just spilled it all over myself, sorry.
Oh, nice. Stacy's better with lemon too.
In Canada, you wake up with birds.
Sometimes bears.
In Mexico, you wake up
With a new pet.
with puppies.
I think we have a new dog.
If you've traveled at all through Mexico, you've likely had a stray dog or puppy pull at your heartstrings.
One hungry dog. She's already eaten 2 packs of Al Pastor.
Hungry mama.
We were many kilometers away from any house or civilization, so it felt a bit odd to have this dog find us out here.
It's so funny watching her eat.
I was really hoping it was going to slow her down, but it's definitely not slowing her down.
This is the only Mexican dog that we've met that's actually let us pet them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've only been in Mexico 3 days. The rest were Baja, but it's still Mexico.
So this is our camp last night. We ended up in this beautiful pine forest nature reserve. We brought coconuts. And we're going for a walk to maybe find a puppy den so we can feed these puppies. It's a tough one, this whole Mexican dog thing. Okay, so the dog just took off sprinting that way.
Look at them all.
And I don't have the right lens on, but there's a bunch of elk right here. You can probably see them moving now. Oh, there's a giant herd.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
Oh, wow. Of course I don't have the zoom lens on, but like right there's probably 20 or more elk.
I didn't know there were elk in Mexico. This is so cool.
What's the word? Yeah, it's hard leaving your friends behind. I gotta believe that she's gonna be self-sufficient out here. And then she's got puppies. It was alarming how fast we felt connected to this stray dog, but we knew we couldn't keep her. When you love it, you gotta let it go. Learning from last night, we planned a proper campsite tonight, and this one has some really cool history.
Yet again, we pulled up to a locked gate, but way over there's a guy waving, and I think he's saying to go back, so hopefully there's another entrance.
The campsite where we're staying is known as La Joya, or La Joya, and it is a famous Mexican ranch that hosts the film set for numerous Western movies, including many famous John Wayne films. The Duke loved Durango and the canyon that this ranch is on, and he would often vacation up here during his career. The Train Robbers, Chisholm, The Mask of Zorro, and Texas Rising were all filmed here. It made me think about what it must be like when there was a man for every job and the justice system was two pistols in the streets.
Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time. In case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list, girl, you can skip this funny business. Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race. What's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life.
It seems that our first few days in Mexico have been the trials and tests that apparently we asked for. But despite that, it feels good to be here, at this camp, with each other. We know that in some way, everything is going to work out. And we're stoked to be here. And we're stoked you're here too. If you want to support what we do, then subscribe and join our fam. Maybe even share it with your friends. As always, thanks for being here.
I guess the slow life hit me just right.